time for something completely different with your multiversal medium. Howdy ho folks, it's your multiversal medium here with something completely different. Today we're in it with refresh. Basically, I'm choosing a very short game as far as I'm aware. I think this is like an hour and a half to 100% because I'm doing a test recording on my new computer. Woo, hooray, awesome. Woo! So you might see this, you might not, whatever. This is a little game I picked up, I want to say in a bundle at some point, vaguely, recently. It looked cute. I figured I'd give it a shot. I like cute little cozy games, along with surreal nightmarescapes like the past few games that have been on my channel, as well as monster effort games, which have been on my channel. Anyways, let's hop into it so I can get this recording done and see if it turned out okay. Ooh, artistic. Fancy. Wow. So this is during the era when the furries and the robots were just getting acquainted, and those one furries slash robot things that are really popular as people's personas didn't exist yet, I guess. What are those called again? Like, they're basically just like androids, but meant to look like an anthro character. They're super popular from what I can vaguely see via osmosis. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Hey neighbor, good to see you're still alive. I'm a robot, I don't have a life. Been trying to wake you for a while. Have you tried charging me? Yuri, what happened last night? Hey. Come on, it's me, your pal Yuri. You know, town mechanic. So does that count as like a robot doctor? Big storm last night, so we gotta get to work. Anyways, head on over to my lab just down the path. I could use some help. I mean, yeah, sure, man. Whatever. Okay. So our little mushroom tea kettle house has fallen over, as has our freaking tree attached to it. Oh no. You know how long it takes to freaking get a chia seed tree growing on your, like, kettle house? Anyways. So I can't really remember much of anything about this game. Just that I saw it looked cute. I think it had farming something or other. So yeah. I looked up how long it was going to take to beat, and it was like hour and a half, you're good. And yeah. Sounds Gucci to me, man. Okay. Platforming. With floaty controls. Lovely. Hey, over here, by my lab. Why am I getting Pokemon like Coliseum 2 vibes all of a sudden? I should play those sometime. Yeah, I should play them sometime. I have them downloaded onto my Wii U. I'd have to dig out my Wii U. Probably worth it. Anyways. So, we're gonna have a conversation. Hold up. Glad I was able to wake you up. How are you holding up? Yeah, that's 2 usages of up. The third usage is actually hyper depressing within the first 5 minutes. Anyways, glad I was able to wake you. Blah, blah, blah. I'm doing great. Not so bad. Pretty lousy. Yeah, man, I'm tired as all heck. I've been fighting with this computer for nearly a week now, just getting it set up. Yeah, it turns out Windows 11 doesn't let you just transfer your old computer stuff to a new computer. Like they used to allow you via a fun, easy to use application. No. To do that now, you need to use Microsoft's cloud service. Oh, but the cloud service only lets you transfer 5 gigabytes and have that in storage. If you want 1 terabyte of storage, you need our subscription. What? You have more than 1 terabyte? Well, I guess you're SOL. Yeah, getting this PC set up sucked. Yep, I feel that. You lost power during the storm last night, but thankfully, I got you home safe. Very jittery, no animation. The storm also tore up the whole area, including my lab. Our hydro turbine broke, so the power's out. I could fix it, and that'd bring the bridge to town back. The only problem is that the storm threw all my work materials into high up places. It'd bring me 5 wood. I'll get that bridge back up in no time. Okay. Yeah, sure. 5 wood. That is one of the things I can do. You got a solar cell. This gives you an additional jump in the air. While airborne, just press the jump button again. This action uses a cell's charge, but it will recharge after you land again. Okay. Yeah, sure. Why not? And piece of wood, probably? Sure. Any bot. I was saying a few things. First off, if I got the Wii U hooked up, I might be able to record DS stuff. Maybe. I'm pretty certain the Wii U has like an ingrained DS emulator. And I could just put copies of my DS games on there and go from there. After all, I got 3DS recording going. But it only works for 3DS games and applications. Not DS ones. Because everything's got to be difficult, man. And all I want to do is record touchscreen based games where you kind of need to be able to use the touchscreen because, of course, gimmicks, right? They effing suck. Gosh, I hate gimmick based games, man. At least when it comes to controls. The more gimmicky the controls are, the more I usually tend to just ignore a game console, basically. Because, like, oh my effing gosh, is that annoying to deal with. Motion controls, not fun. They really aren't. Gyro controls, yeah, don't like them. Oh, but you can aim so well, I don't care. Touchscreen, God, do I hate it. Alrighty, let's give him a talk. Looks like you got all the materials. Want to fix the turbine now? Sure, why not? Duh. That was incredible. We should be able to power up the turbine now. With the turbine fixed, the bridge to Clover should protract itself. So it's protractive. With skills like those, I'm sure you'll be a ton of help to the townsfolk. Am I usually? Am I usually not? I don't know. Okay. Oh, that's one of the bridges of all time, man. Definitely. Definitely one of the bridges. Oh, well, let's just continue on with this. Why do I need seeds? I don't know. I thought there was a bit of farming. Maybe it's that. Moving on. So yeah, don't like gimmicky consoles, and gimmicky consoles are not easy to record, especially handheld anything. It's not easy to record usually unless there's specifically... Oh, there's something up there. Only got 2 jumps though. Gosh dang it. Especially handhelds, unless there's a specific peripheral for it. Like, I believe the PSP has, like, at least the PSP 3000 has a video out input thing. So you'd basically be able to hook it up to a TV, which equates to you can basically find a way to record it. Easy peasy. The DS? Good luck with that. Emulate it or get good. Which, honestly, I don't want to emulate DS games or 3DS stuff because what's more, touchscreen. I prefer playing with a controller and having to do a mouse and keyboard for various things, like the Wizard of Oz's movement system. That stupid effing movement system from the Wizard of Oz. I just prefer to be able to use the touchscreen, basically. So I'll look into hooking my Wii U back up and going from there. And maybe getting my digital copy of Pokemon Coliseum 1 and 2 on there going. Fun. So, what you got to say, Mr. Dog Person? Cute skirt, I guess. Is that a jean skirt? You know what? I take back what I said. Good to see you back in Clover. Appreciate it. That's a weird thing to randomly say to someone. Keep up the good work. What did I do? Am I just the one that fixes stuff? Is that just my default modus operandi? It's very video gamey if it is, because God knows there are some people in various video games that are just that. The fixer. Ooh. Seed. Okay. Just a bunch of collectathon MacGuffin nonsense. Why not? Why the hecky not? Anyways, so we're on a new computer. Don't know how this recording is setting up or going or whatever. Hopefully it's going fine. But yeah, I've had a lot of difficulty with computer nonsense, just in general. Especially getting a new computer. So I believe in an earlier series I mentioned, like, hey, it's ordered. I'm just waiting on it to come in. Well, a month went by without it, like, being shipped out. And, as soon as it was supposed to ship out, oh, cool. Another jump. Awesome. That seems to probably be just our main... Oh, cutscene. Hashtag rude. Good to see you fix that bridge there, Yuri. My name's not... Oh, Yuri's right there. When did he get there? What the heck? Gee, doesn't matter. Usually with a name like Yuri, I tend to assume it's a woman simply because... Listen, man, I've been on the internet too long, and I know the Japanese meaning of Yuri. I'll leave it at that. It was nothing, Mr. Mayor. Couldn't have done it without my friend here. Yes, I see, huh? Much to do. Why did we elect this dude? He wears shorts. Would you guys, like, elect a mayor that looked like this? Just freaking orange shorts and a slightly oversized sweater. And that's just when he goes out into public. I don't even think he's got socks on. He didn't put socks on for his sneakers. This dude looks like the mayor of Portlandia or something, man. What the fuck is this? I hate to ask for more, but the town's struggling with the wreckage from last night. Very unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. What do you mean ask for more? Aren't you going to reward us? Well... Let's put the bell back on Town Hall. What do you need? Want to fix a Town Hall, but it'll require everyone's help. I don't want to bother the townsfolk before their own places are fixed. But you'll bother us before our own place is fixed. Why don't two of you go help out the others, and then we can all fix Town Hall together? Why don't we, I don't know, get the entire town together and start focusing on project by project? And the first project could be, I don't know, a communal hall for all of us to rest in while we work on every other project. You know, like a town would. I don't know, Mr. Mayor, I'm pretty beat. Yeah, right there with you. Come on, we can totally do it, Yuri. Yeah, I'm pretty beat. Hey, you're supposed to convince me to help. No. Not give in to my laziness. I'm giving in to my laziness. All right, Mr. Mayor, we'll do it. I'm gonna need help getting materials again, though. Yeah, sure, why not? Okay, cool. Oh gosh, I was in a falling animation. I was in the ground. Lovely. I guess that's what happens when you're pulled into a cutscene while in the air in this game. Good to know. Let's just collect this nonsense. But as I was saying, a month went by after ordering the computer, and the computer wasn't coming out. And over that month, I contacted like customer support multiple times, and I was like, hey, so what the F? And customer support was like, wow, yeah, what the F, man? And then just didn't know anything or how to help or anything worthwhile, really. They were literally just as blind to the circumstance as I was while looking directly at the cause and circumstance. Anyways, over a month goes by, and I eventually get the notification like, hey, we're going to ship it out. And then the order just cancels. Just immediately just cancels. So I contact customer support again, and I'm like, hey, yo, what the F? And they're like, oh, whoa, what the F, man? And they don't offer any help. So I call customer support after talking to their online technician, because the online technicians apparently don't know anything. And calling customer support, they're like, hey, yo, man, that's what the F? Anyways, so you could just order a new computer, and it's like, no, I can't actually. That was a Black Friday deal. Oh, it's out of stock too. Well, that's rough, man. Okay, so can I get like the price range when it's in stock? No, we can't honor prices from like over a month out. You're the one that took over a month to send it out. Oh, well, that sucks, man. Bye. So, I didn't get my computer from them. As for the reasoning I found out as to why it took over a month to even get to that point where they just decided to randomly cancel my order, well, they just oversold the product without letting the product be considered sold out during Black Friday. So they oversold it and then just had to back order it for like over a month. But during that time frame, all the parts for the computer skyrocketed in price. And I'll keep talking about that after talking to these folks. Hey, a friend. What brings you to Clover today? I don't think we're friends, buddy. I don't think we're buddies, pal. I don't think we're pals, friend. Just helping out where I can. Yuri is making me run around finding stuff. Oh, I love going on walks around town and looking for stuff. You know, I think we can be friends, you know? During elementary, my favorite thing to do during recess was to go around looking for stuff. Specifically money that other kids dropped and take it. I wasn't a very social kid. I didn't like playing football or basketball or really on the play sets. Whatever. I have a whole rock collection at my house. Okay, yeah, we can be friends. Anyways, Yuri's a saint. Don't give him a hard time. Nope, we can no longer be friends. I don't like Yuri. Why? Because I randomly just decided that. Since you're out and about anyways, you want to help fix up my clothing store? Can I get a new one-piece fabric? What is this, like a spandex suit? I feel like I'm the robot, like... Is there a term for robot furries? Is that a thing? I haven't interacted with a furry in almost a decade. Well, almost 2 decades at this point. Like, I had a furry friend group when I was in high school. I'm 30 something. I can't remember all this. What is the robot equivalent of a fursona? I feel like I'm Richard Simmons' fursona, but a robot with this spandex, one piece, whatever exercise wear. Promise there's a good reward if you do. What kind of reward? Clothing store? Definitely. I'm a bit busy, but I'll come back later. What kind? Like the most awesome, coolest thing you can think of. Or something. God, something could be anything. Could even be the most awesomest, coolest thing ever. It'll be good, I promise. Alrighty then. I'm sure you're hearing a similar story from everyone, but the storm broke some of my stuff. It didn't just break some random little thing. It broke my heart. The most important thing. My clothing racks. Oh no, what will you do? The most important thing is the clothing racks. Oh no. Whatever will you do? What I'm going to do is ask you for help. Oh yeah, outsourcing your problems. Classic Americana. So what I'm going to need from you are 9 wood and 1 wire. And then all my clothes will be back on their hangers. Are you ready to get going? Yeah, sure. Thanks a ton. Wow. Wild. Here you go. Do you have all the stuff I need? Yeah, sure. Woohoo, you're the best. Oh, nothing to it really. Just helping a friend. Alright, now show me the reward. I'll get to that. You helping out means the whole world to me, for real. Like, girl, I don't need the whole, like, story about how you buried your ex-husband before you get to the recipe bit, because I'm looking up your recipe online. Just get to the what the heck I'm here for, man. Alright, your reward is promised. You get to shop and use my changing rooms. Not even discount. Basically, if you open up your journal, you can now see all the cool stuff I have for sale. So I just get to use the thing I fixed. Well, duh, you wouldn't be able to use it if it was still broken. Anyways, come around sometime and we'll chat. You know what? I don't think I will. I don't think I will. So that's that. What's this? So yeah, it cost 8. Okay, cool. We can just do this from wherever. Those are time limited outfits though. I don't know what that equates to, but whatever. Snail chick, witch hat, top hat, sun hat, cowboy hat, color, mushroom. Yeah, angry mushroom. Yeah, there we go. Anyways, what you got? Howdy there, neighbor. What brings you to town today? Coming to get some produce, of course. Heard the town needed a hero. Silence. You're one of them quiet types, huh? I can respect that. Yeah, you're the type that always chose the don't say anything during the Dark Brotherhood quest lines, huh? Because you thought it made it edgier. This is a bit embarrassing to ask of you, but I can't find my dang produce crate anywhere. And on top of that, my gosh dang shelves and lights were all knocked silly during that storm. Can you not talk like that? Would you please help me, you kind soul? Silence. I'm going to assume that's as close to a yes as I'll get from you. Here's the shake. For my shelving and lights, I'm going to need 10 wood and 2 wires. As for my produce crate, I'd really like to have the one I lost back, so it'd mean those stars if you could find it. I'll help later. I'll see you then, cowboy. Not a cowboy. You don't know me. You can go to school with me. You don't know what time I go to work at the post office every day. You don't know me. Anybody. Let's just keep, I don't know, collecting quests. No, let's just explore. I immediately decided not to do that anymore. So, anyways, prices for my computer that I was getting skyrocketed. Like, we're talking basically double the price point now. because right around the time I ordered it, shortly after, RAM, which is like processing memory, it's the amount of memory for your computer to be able to do things well. It's not the storage where you put all your like pictures and videos and stuff. No, it's what your computer devotes to being able to do things. RAM. That effing skyrocketed in price in like a horrifying way because of like AI dude bras and companies, and basically it's the whole Bitcoining issue all over again, of all these companies just taking all these computer parts and effing over regular consumers. That's the long and short of it. That's what happened. So now the computer that I was going to get for X amount of dollars is like twice that price-wise. And the company I was buying the computer through just canceled my old order without my input and told me I'm SOL and they can't do anything about it. So yeah, that was panic-inducing. It was even worse because like if they immediately canceled my order, I would have had enough time to get another similar spec computer at the same price point, but they just held my money in limbo for like over a month without anyone knowing any sort of like update or what was going on or anything. I couldn't get any news from anyone. It was so effing insufferable and infuriating. You think that dude's crate or whatever will just be kind of like floating and have an aura around it, kind of like that? Yeah, just kind of like that. Almost perfectly like that, actually. That'd be weird though. Anyway, I guess we should talk to this dude. Get the next quest, figure out what we're doing. Mayor, hipster, whatever. Freaking Chuck E. Cheese animatronic loser. Don't want to bother the town folks before they're taken care of. No. Who's your favorite town person? What's up with City Halls? Yeah, you seem really tense. Who's your favorite town person? What a preposterous question. Yeah. I want to cause drama. Call me Green Tea Bot. You can't single out the individual in all of this madness. You must observe the whole. Don't give me your Buddhist BS. Do you not see I have angry eyebrows on right now? Clover is not held up by singular folks. Actually, I do love my wife more than anyone else. Good answer, good answer. Yeah, man. Can we get some frickin', what is it? Family Feud, good answer, clapping. Yeah, good answer, man. Good answer.
Yeah, that's a great answer. That's good.
It has nothing to do with my duties as mayor. Okay, I never asked about your duties as a mayor. I asked who your favorite person was. And you had to think about it before you said your wife. What a loser. Anyways, blah, blah. You're not gonna let me turn in this stuff until I get the... Okay, yeah. I need to get the crate before I can turn that one in. Which means, I guess, we are just kind of exploring, trying to find... Why did it falling on the ground turn the solar power cells red? Weird. Okay, yeah, but we gotta just find that good stuff. What happens if I fall in the water? Yeah, we'll find out here in a second. Anyways, yeah, I was kind of effing SOL. Water. Death. When it moves me around during my weird I'm out of water death animation. So that day I asked online for help, and So I've only posted in this subreddit once, and I recommend this subreddit. I had one interaction in this subreddit. Build Me a PC as a subreddit seems like one of the best effing subreddits I've ever been to after one interaction. Because I gave a brief overview of what was happening, my price range, and I expected basically them to give me a bunch of parts, and I'd had to order the parts individually and kind of sort of had to build my PC. Something I didn't really want to do because it's a lot of research. It really is. It's a lot of research to know the difference between a bunch of parts that should technically be the same but are made by different companies. A bunch of parts that are just various numbers and company names, so on and so forth, and how that relates to this other company's equivalent, and how these two are the standards. So-and-so XYZ 15 billion and so-and-so XYZ 9,000. How those two are the equivalent to one another. And you should know that. And here's the equivalent for this type of part, and this type of part, and this type of part. And they're all competitors. Like, it was just a lot of research, and I don't want to do that. So I went to this subreddit of Build Me a PC. What the heck I was expecting. Price range. And someone immediately was like, hey, so are you near this kind of store? Yeah, I guess it's like an hour drive one way, but I've done worse for a deal. And the dude's like, you'll want this. Anyways, why don't you check out this PC? It's like, yeah, that fits everything. That's better than the PC I was going to order. And it's cheaper than what the PC I was going to order is going for right now. It's a bit more than I was expecting to pay. But it is like a upgrade, just in general. Like a newer variant of this kind of part, more this kind of memory kind of stuff, so on and so forth. Anyways, I'm pretty certain I got all your stuff. Yeah, we'll do. Okay, so I had to just say I would do it. Gross. I had to give people confirmation that I'm helping them. Black. Oh, thank you so much, darling. Silent. Quiet guy saves the day. Rude of you to assume I'm a man. I'm wearing a pink, like, one-piece spandex tracksuit thing. I don't know what those are called. Are they just called spandex? What is this? Is it a leotard? Is that a leotard? I don't know what this piece of clothing I'm wearing is called. To be fair, I don't know what most clothing is called, so I suppose that's on me. You know, it means an awful lot to me that you went and found my produce basket. It's a basket that my daddy gave me for my first market sale when I started the farm. Listen, man, I know we can get sentimental about a lot of stuff, but a random box your dad gave you so you could actually just set up a stall. The dude grabbed it from his shed. I grew 3 crumbled up carrots no one wanted. And at the end of the day, he ended up buying them all for me, so I wouldn't give up. Your dad's pretty chill and all. I'm just saying he got a box from the corner of his shed. I know he's proud of us for persevering like this. Come back and talk to me later and I'll let you know if I need help with anything else, cowboy. Why would I? That's not a good relationship. Oh, I almost forgot. Here's a little gift for your troubles. It'll attract nearby solar seedlings, so you don't need to be too close. That's... Why would I just seek you out to do stuff for you? Like, I'm not... Dude, no. I'm not some random simp on the internet, and you're not some random e-girl on the internet. I'm not just gonna go up to you and be like, hey, let me do stuff for you. Let me do stuff for you. Let me do stuff for you. No, no. I have a fiance. I have a big titty goth GF. Fiance, wife, whatever. I'm not just gonna do that. Yep. better things to do with my time, like find gear on top of City Hall. Anyways. So basically, after talking to that dude on that subreddit, looking at the options, realizing it's a bit more than I was expecting to pay for my PC, but it is an upgrade, and compared to this type of PC on the market right now, it's like $2,000 cheaper. So I just went and grabbed it that night. Hung out with a friend after getting back. Chilled, relaxed. And then as my fiance is going to bed, you know, giving goodnight kisses, being cute and all, because, you know, cute couples work together and we enjoy each other's company. Oh, there's another quest, dude. Gross. I'm gonna finish this story and call it an episode. I go to start setting up this new PC, and it's Windows 11, because what pre-made PC can you buy that's not going to be Windows 11 or a MacBook? Honestly, probably. Well, you can't even just walk up the steps. This is... I'm not going to lie, they kind of get, like... this game gets points deducted for not letting me walk up steps. I figured out in Daggerspire Falls how to make a staircase at the freaking, like, amazement of the dev. The dev saw what I made and was confused, astounded, and impressed that I somehow made steps in his game that did not have steps in its, like, building tools. The fact that they did not make steps in this game, legit, point deduction. You otherwise. Anyways, I tried to get this PC set up. And circling back to the start of this episode, series, whatever. So Windows 11 doesn't let you transfer files from one PC to another. And thus began my like week long of trying to set up this computer, because Windows 11 is garbage. Oh, by the way, the website to avoid that I tried to order my PC and all their customer support was not helpful. They randomly canceled my order and just was genuinely an unhelpful do not order from this site. Newegg. Do not order anything from newegg.com. I bought stuff from them without knowing they've gone downhill, because apparently this is a well-known thing amongst people who buy computer stuff. Don't bother with Newegg anymore. It used to be a good site, and that's what I was remembering, because I used to buy stuff from there. And that's why I just defaulted like, hey, I got all this money. I finally can afford this new PC. It's Black Friday / Cyber Monday. I know I can trust this site because I've gotten stuff from them before. Years ago. No, it's gone so downhill. Customer support's garbage. Like I said, they randomly canceled my order. When I was talking to customer support, even customer support was like, that's not supposed to happen. And they still didn't offer any means of price guaranteeing the fact that they effed up my order on their end, and now I just need to pay for a more expensive computer. They didn't offer anything. They didn't offer anything besides, I'm sorry you had to wait over a month for us to cancel your order, and that's it. That's all I got. Just, well, that's rough, buddy. So yeah, don't bother with Newegg, ever. Don't. Legit, just don't. I'm fully aware there are going to be people out there where it's like, yeah, I got my order and it was wonderful. Great, glad. I'm so happy for you. And that's not even me being sarcastic. I genuinely am. Don't chance it again, because if something goes wrong, their customer support quite literally is, that's rough, buddy. Sucks for you. Don't bother with Newegg. It's not a good company. That's the long and short of it. Okay, I'm gonna call it here. Talk about other stuff, probably more PC setup nonsense, because that's been my entire week the past week. Next episode, but till then, been fun, guys, and ciao. Oh yeah, I should be able to start recording and streaming soon. Yeah, by the time the series I have recorded before this start going up, I should be starting to stream. Maybe I should switch up the intro banner on all of them so that it mentions my Twitch and stuff. Or maybe I can't stream whatsoever because of my internet. Who knows? I haven't tested it out yet. I'm still doing other stuff. I'm testing out recording for the first time. Anyways, ciao guys. Howdy folks. If you liked what you saw, maybe consider another series of mine, like this one, or maybe just check out my channel. And if you enjoyed that video, I'd really appreciate if you took the time to like and comment down below. It helps me get more videos into your hands. Thanks in advance.